Good morning, guys. It's Rachelle from Mono Lane Furniture again in beautiful, it's cloudy, but it's quite warm, Sydney. Today we're going to have a look at this girl. I'm hoping to do it in one day. I usually do. Anyway, if you haven't been here before, I flip furniture full time. If you want to learn how to do the same, stick around. So I picked up this beautiful girl off Facebook Marketplace for free. I've got a dresser that matches it. They're just beautiful. I'm absolutely in love. It's probably veneer. I'm not really too concerned because I'm going to paint it all. It's in good condition. Yeah, you can see here. See, certainly this back panel here. Oh, actually, that's just dust. Jeez, needs a good clean. Yeah, so I'll leave the hinges on. I don't want to be messing about with these, but it's already sticking down here. So what I will do is just flip it over onto its side and give this the bottom of the drawer a sand just to make it easier. You can see by there where the veneer is coming off, actually. There. And that's where the door's been rubbing. So if I give that a good sand, that should fix that up. Right, products I'm going to be using at the moment. This is my plan. So firstly, I look at the colour. So I want to get an olive green. I've used Lignacolor olive in the past. It's beautiful, but it's out of stock. So I'm going to make that with 100 ml of Tabernas and 100 ml of old green. Apparently mixing those two together will give me the olive. I'm going to seal with the wax, clear furniture wax, and on the detailed areas, so all around the door panel and this in the middle, I'm going to use white wax. Brushes, Lignacolor 50 ml round and Lignacolor wax brush. Let's get stuck in. Okay, I've just cleaned this and she is going to be a bleeder, no doubt about it. So I wouldn't normally prime when I'm going with green or olive or the darker colours, but I don't want to risk this bleeding through, and it's going to, I just know it is. So I'm going to use a primer. This is the 2-in-1 stain and blocker, and it's transparent. First time using it. Looks like glue. It's water based. I'm hopeful. So the reason I'm going with transparent is because I'm doing a darker colour or olive. If I was to go with a white blocker or primer, I'd actually create more work for myself, because then I have to work at covering up that white. Plus, I don't even like seeing white primer on pieces. It's not good for me. Right, brush, where are you? Under there. So because it's water based, I can just use my good brush as soon as I find it. There we are. So I'm going to use my Lignacolor 50 ml round, and then I'll just wash it before I do the paint. So this has had a clean, but yeah, she's a bleeder. Right, let's have a look. Definitely got a little bit of glue effect to it, or looks. That's weird. That feels weird, painted transparent. Good weird though. Right, I think this is screaming out for some detail. There's plenty down there, so it's going to look nice when I've got the white wax on, but there's nothing up here. So I'm going to apply a woodgie bend. So this is woodgie bend 136, what number is that? 4. I'm just going to sit that there. I think it's going to go perfect. So I've already primed it, so it's got a little bit of something to stick to. There's 2 in a pack. Obviously I'm only going to use 1. And I'm going to give it a little bit of a heat up. And then I will apply Shelley's Quick Set Wood Glue. I'm just going to get a little brush Put that on with. Okay. And the reason that you're heating it up is it makes it pliable. It makes it move, you can move it around so you can mould it onto there. I don't really need too much, but you'd be surprised how sort of uneven platforms are, pieces are. Oh wow. It doesn't take long, and this doesn't get very hot, so this is just a craft heat gun. So it's starting to get pliable. Is pliable the word? I don't know. Right, I'm just going to go with that. Like I say, it doesn't need much right now. So just going to put some, I'll put it onto here. And then brush it on so it's everywhere. And I'll also put some onto here too. I haven't measured it out. You know me, I don't measure anything. I just eyeball it. We're good. Who's got time for measuring? I haven't. I've got furniture to flip. Right. Let's get this sucker on. This is quick set glue, so do you reckon quick set means a couple of seconds? Oh, which way am I going with that? This way, I think. Oh, that's easy. It fits from there, from that point to that point perfectly. It's like it was made to measure. Eyeballing complete. Right, down that far, down that far. How easy is that? So I'm just going to hold that on. I can feel that it's stuck already. That's good. That's good glue, guys. Right, and now whilst it's on, I'm just going to heat it up a little bit more just to make sure that I'm getting it attached. There, now I can just push it in to the areas where, like I say, it's just a little bit uneven sometimes. And by doing that, it just gives you that little bit of movement where you can just squash it in. Right, now I want to wipe off that glue. I can't find anything today. Literally nothing. So when it's fully dry, I'll just go around with a little bit of sandpaper to smooth off any glue that I've got there. And then we're good. How easy is that? Love it. Right, let's get mixing. So like I said, it's the olive colour that I'm hoping to achieve. And I received this from Lignacolor. So I already had the old green, but I wanted the olive, so they sent me the Tabernas, which when you mix it 1-to-1 gives you olive, or very close. And it also came in this pot, so if you buy two 100ml pots intentionally for mixing a colour that they've suggested, then you get it in these, I think that's a 300ml pot. So that's perfect. Now, I'm not going to measure anything. Okay, I'm just going to guess this. So I know this is 100ml. That's lovely. So that's just a brown. So I'm going to mix that in there. And because you've got this pot then, you just put the lid back on and you're good to go. You've got your olive. And you all know how much I love my greens. I'm trying to like blues, but gosh, sad. And whites, yeah, nah, that's not happening ever. Right, so I'll keep that pot as well. That's a handy little pot. I like that size. Right, so now I'm just going to wing it. I'll put a little line. I want to go to about there. That's as technical as I get when it comes to mixing colours. That's all you get. Right, mix this one up. So I've used this on a chest of drawers before. Really pretty. Getting picked up tomorrow actually. Right, so I've got my little line there. Wait for it to settle a minute. It's such thick paint, it's lovely. A little bit more. Right, we're good. Let's see what we got here now. I love mixing colours up. I'm making such a mess here. Do other people do painting without making a mess like I do? Yep, I can see olive appearing. Let's get painting, guys. Let's do this. Let's see what colour I've made up here. Oh, Harper. I probably need to mix that a little bit better, don't I? Oh dear. So nice. That'll do. That'll do. Right, so I've washed my brush. Going back in with my 50mm round brush. Oh, bingo. Bingo. Who doesn't like greens? So I think this is going to be 2.5 coats. I know that the coverage is amazing because when I used olive, I did a low boy. You can look back on the other videos, and it was, I used about 100ml for a large low boy. It's unreal. So I've got 200ml here. So I know I'm good for that. But that was 2.5. That was two coats and then a little bit of a spot coat. This is a really dark piece, so I'm thinking this will be 2.5, maybe 3 coats. How gorgeous is that? Right, tiny bit on my brush, dab it all off. And I'm just going to grab those top details. Look at that. Wow. That is what dry brushing is all about. So easy, isn't it? Look at the depth it's got now. Do you know what? Now I've seen that, I don't want it on the front bit. So I'm going to paint over the front bits. Love it. Let's get some wax on this girl. So, Lignacolor transparent wax. Can you hear that bird? You probably can't hear it now, I sound like a nutter. Nothing new there. Right, this one is transparent. Ooh. Doesn't smell of anything. Always got to check it though. And I'm using my Lignacolor wax brush. I've got dog hairs on this wax brush already. I say already. I've got dog hairs on everything. This is really nice. Hasn't melted at all. Very solid, but covered in dog hairs at the minute. My girls. Right. So what I'm going to do is put clear wax all over to seal the piece, and then in those details areas, I'll go in with white. I just want the wax, the clear on first, so it's going to give me some movement. This is lovely. This is going on really well. really well. So Lignacolour is made in Germany, for those that don't know, and clearly everyone knows they're good for their not technology, their engineering and things like that. So I don't know what they're doing with their products, but whatever they're doing, they need to do more of it, because I'm loving all of them so far. I'm not gonna lie. It's really nice. So yeah, I want to go over the whole piece with this, and then I'll come back and show you when I'm doing the white wax. And I'm not going to put much of it on. I just want to get it into the grooves on the front of the door, possibly on the woodgy bend, but we will see. I'll be back. Right, so I put the clear all over. Actually, I'll put a bit more here now. I just want the clear on there to give me the movement for the white. There's a little bit of dry brushing on there, I haven't done much. Right, so this is the white, which I believe means white. I don't know. Probably. White. Same brush. So I'm just going to go around all these detailed areas, and then hopefully it will leave some behind. So with dry brushing, it gets the raised areas, and the waxing will keep the white wax in the crevices. So it does two different things really. And I wasn't sure which direction I wanted to go with this. I know on the woodgy bend, I wanted to highlight the raised areas. I'm just not sure what I'm doing here, so I'll just get it on there, wipe it off and see what we're left with, and see if that's what I want. So, where's my cloth? This cloth will do. See what we got. Yeah, so it's just leaving it in these little crevices here, I'm not sure if you can see, and around the edges. So I'm happy with that. Yeah, that's what I want. And what I like about this is you can still see the grain from the wood. I'm not sure what the wood is, but you can still see the grain through the paint. I haven't sanded it super smooth. So the white wax will actually sit in that too. Do you know what? I'm actually tempted to do it all over. Let's have a go. Let's see what happens. I just make up, don't I? Let's see. See what we get, shall we? It's just wax and paint. You can always take it off if it doesn't work. But I love it when the white wax sits inside the grain. Can you see it? There, look, it's beautiful. Do other people plan their pieces before they start? Or is it just me that just makes it up as I go along? Is it? Is it just me? It can't be. Can it? Yeah, it's really subtle, but I like that. Yeah, I'm just going to do it all over. Yeah, that's the direction we're going in, guys. Very subtle, but I'm going with it. Right, I'm going to do that all over now. You probably can't even see it from your end, but I can. I know it's there. I know. And she is finished and ready for photos. Looking beautiful. That wax is just gorgeous. And look at the draw pull handle, whatever you want to call it. Look how that turned out. And the woodgy bend. I'm just stoked with it. And I haven't buffed this yet, but it's already silky smooth. and it's not tacky at all. Really, really lovely. There's a bit more white wax in there that I will take out, but I love it. I just love it. I think I'm definitely going to keep this one. I think our record player will sit on top nicely with the record underneath. What do you think? Another job done, and another one that I love and I want to keep. She's so pretty. Can you believe that that was free? Free. That's insane. So, I'm not going to go through all the products. I use quite a bit on this, but I've listed all the products. I've stated all the products in the video, and I'll list them down below too in the description. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. Really enjoyed it again. Really appreciate your support, and I will see you next time.